right, for this video, I have a ruler and a pencil and a pen and a rubber. Okay, it says a histogram is a graphical representation of a frequency table, and it can be used when the items are numerical. Okay, when they're numerical. The vertical axis is the y-axis, is used to represent the frequency of each item, like how many times it occurs. And the columns are placed right next to each other with no gaps. That's an important thing. I'm going to highlight that. And a half column with space is usually placed at the very beginning of the frequency. Okay, so they give you a little example here. All right, so we're going to make a table. So here's my graph, and this is the frequency side. So I write frequency. Okay. And it has to go all the way up to 20. So I'm going to go 5, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. And then number of siblings is down here. That's brothers and sisters. Okay, number of siblings. And I'm going to put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. Now, when I do this frequency histogram, I'm going to wrap it straight around. Hang on one second. Okay, this is called, this data is called discrete because it has to be a whole number. I can't have a half a brother. So when my data is discrete, I wrap straight around the number here. So if it says I have 0 siblings, I'm not going to actually start on that edge. Don't get mad at me. I'm going to start right here at 0. I might just move that 1 over, and then we can keep everything else the same. And I'll say I have 15 people that have no siblings. So I use my ruler, and I go wrapped right around the 0. Oops, I should be a little bit more careful. I wrap right around the 0 and go halfway between the 0 and the 1, and I can color that in if I want. And then 20 people have 1 sibling, so I go halfway between the 2 and the 1. I go all the way up to 20, leaving no gap. So that side takes that and up to here, and that's that column. And then 2 is 13, so I'm going to go to 13, which I'm reckoning is about right there. Try to be really neat with a ruler. And then 3 siblings, I go just 2, so maybe right here. And nobody had 4. And so that's a nice looking histogram. It's a little bit off the side. Sometimes they don't put it off the side, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, but sometimes they do. All right, let's go to the next one. I've got my paper kind of tied down here, so give me 1 second to move it to the next one. All right, here we go. Okay, so it says the number of words in a story. Well, this one is not exactly, I mean, I guess it's discrete, but I've got a range here from 0 to 99. So I'm actually going to go from 0 to 99. I'll put 100 there. 0 to 100, because that's on the edge there. And then I'll put 200 and 300 and 400 and 500. So in this data, we're kind of going between. You know, it can be between 0 and 100. And so I don't kind of wrap around this point. I just go between 0 and 100. Now I have to go from 2 up to 10. So if I put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, that's good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Make a little plan so you can fit all that in nicely. And then 2 is my very first bar there from 0 to 100. And then 10 up to 200, and I have to extend this bar up to 10 because they have to be touching. And then up to 12, between 200 and 300. And I have to extend that bar up to 12. I'm trying to make them as even as I can. I'm not the best. You'll probably be better than me. And then between 300 and 400 is 8 to there. And then between 400 and 500 is up to 3. So I think to there, halfway up there. And that looks pretty good. Okay, and then your work is down here.